I'm extremely excited about today's forum. One of the most interesting topics in Europe today, and that goes beyond energy, is probably the situation and the crisis in Ukraine. And I'm very happy that we once again managed to bring together the experience the energy community has in that country and the academic expertise that Florence School of Regulation brings to not only the development but also the expansion of European energy policy and law, and I think that was a great success.
We kicked off with a speech from the founder of the Energy Community Treaty idea, the man who negotiated the Energy Community Treaty, and he has given us some fascinating insights into that process, and I think has opened the way to looking at what can happen in the future. Where were the weaknesses, where were the strengths in the treaty that he negotiated. So this morning it was my privilege to chair the first session on the Energy Union, to look at how the Energy Community Treaty, now 10 years old, can contribute to the European Commission President's plans for the realization of an energy union. We've seen in this presentation that there are some interesting and novel features in the Energy Treaty that might well be of significant use for the development of the energy union concept.
So this session was all about decarbonisation and renewable energy, and what is the Great Masterplan. And the Great Masterplan is the communication on the energy union. In this session we had 5 different speakers. They were mostly covering renewable energy and energy efficiency, but also gas issues. We saw, it was presented how renewable energy has been developed in Poland. We also got to learn what's happening in Italy. And we had a general presentation about our auctions, the new future. We were also touching about the white certificate market in France and discussing whether this was a scheme that we should introduce at the EU level. And we also discussed gas and its role in decarbonisation. So very interesting issues to watch.
Today we also had a session about law enforcement in the energy community. We had 2 brilliant presentations about the current state of law enforcement in the energy community and what's right and wrong with this, as well as a presentation about potential alternatives for a dispute resolution mechanism as a court or an additional arbitration body. The speakers were in consent about an apparent gap in the current system and the need to find an alternative that complements the existing procedures under the Energy Community Treaty, as well as international bilateral investment treaties and the Energy Charter Treaty.
Hello, I chaired a session, Roundtable, Ukraine Energy Hotspot, and I think it's for the first time that Ukraine was highlighted in a separate roundtable, which we are privileged and honored to have this spot in the conference. I think it's explained by many reasons, including geopolitical reasons and the increasing role of Ukraine in the energy landscape of Europe, of bigger Europe, European Union, in a new partnership with the European Union and pan-European space. We had several brilliant speakers today, top experts in their field that were talking about various aspects of a strategic partnership between EU and Ukraine, and specifically participation of Ukraine in the Energy Community Treaty and the desire of Ukraine to join the new European Energy Union. With the Ukrainian Parliament adopting in the first reading the 3rd energy package and also complying with the IMF requirements, so the outlook, considering the hard work that everybody is ready to put in, and considering an increasingly close partnership between EU and Ukraine, the outlook is quite positive. Thank you.